Here we go. Ooh, we got an agent. Hey, Scratch. Sarah Skelly. Hey, Joe. How's it going? I'm pretty close to purple pistols. All right. Okay. What are we gonna do here? I guess we could just do immersion. I'm gonna definitely just use the guide. I don't feel like reading the text adventure. Well, fuck. Do you want to compare them? I don't necessarily want to read all of that out loud twice, though. That's a lot. Maybe I'll just, like, scan it myself. Just, I sincerely doubt anything has changed. But we can... I'll compare them, but I'm not gonna read this shit, I'm not gonna read all that out loud twice. It's gonna fuck with me, I think. Oh fuck, the sound is fucked.
Protection detail for the science guys.
So dumb.
You've heard about the Prometheus initiative? Them. And I knew something was going on. I knew it. But we're trained to turn a blind eye and focus on the job. We keep the nerds safe. It's how we do's it. You know what I'm saying? The core teams, the white coats and suits with the Prometheus initiative, were digging over in that weird city other side of the mountains. They were bringing out containers packed with artifacts. Regular Tomb Raiders. Seemed like they were having all the fun. The teams went deep underground, and they came out with stuff that even I could tell was powerful and dangerous. They had that hum to it, you know? That feeling of weight and age, of violence. Everything was getting packed up and ready to ship out when it happened. First, the incident down in the caves. Took out our whole detail there, along with the base camp. We had to pull back. Then some kind of sabotage. Someone on the inside is my guess. Wiping out our teams on the other side of the gateway. The white coats, the suits, supervisors, uniformed personnel, everyone. And the shipping crates? Gone. We sent a detail to secure whatever was left inside the city, but there was nothing. We had to retreat. Not a survivable situation. Too bad we failed to grab the comms gear. Could have come in useful with a direct line to HQ. Something's gone very, very, very wrong. We haven't heard a peep from Mission Control. And I don't know where the artifacts went. But right after all this is when the end of the world started happening. Everywhere. I can't say for sure the two are connected, but warning bells? Oh, you betcha.
Yeah, you can skip the text adventure part, Joe, but I do kind of want to compare them to see if anything's changed. I just don't necessarily want to, like... I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure I want to, like...
Quick access inventory
read
updated.
out loud for that long. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't mind reading it. I'll read both. Like when I'm reading the mission report turn-ins out loud, like normally, I'm actually scanning back and forth across both screens to see, as I'm reading, like I'm reading like basically like one line from one screen and then the next from the other, just kind of like back and forth to see if they're the same. But which I don't have a problem doing. I'm just not sure I want to read out loud for like the next hour straight. That's all. Made it the communication node. Cast time felt so slow. I think there's more Orochi, just in general, over here. Seems like there's less of them in Legends. Weird. I should have compared that on both sides. I think that's the same though. Yeah, fuck it. Well, I'll read it. I'm not trying to solve it. I'll use the answers. Flat on your back. You have been dreaming dark dreams in which strange voices haggle for the right to devour your soul. The dream ebbs, draining slowly away and leaving you gasping for breath in sudden brightness of consciousness. You open your eyes. You are lying on a rocky outcrop in the shadow of a metal communications tower. With the line of hydraulic hinges, the crate opens. Inside is a very odd device that looks like a game controller. Next to the device is a thick manual. The cover reads, Experimental teleporter, use at own risk. Hey Wolfsuma, take it to the host. So we're going to take device. Teleporter looks like a game controller for the Nazi Predator. You take it. Use teleporter. Orochi Camp. Your teleport succeeds. In between heartbeats, you find yourself in the middle of a group of startled Orochi soldiers. They are battling their filth-infected counterparts who are running from the south. You can just make out the crates that mark the origin of teleport. One of the Orochi, a formidable-looking woman, stands nearby. A shade tent nearby covers a small camp, bed, several crates of ammunition, and a couple of laptop computers. Take ammunition. Grab a few clips of ammunition in the crate. If you have a weapon, now would be a good time to load it. You load the rifle. Sandy pathway. The sand-covered path winds along the rocks, and you follow until you can see some ancient ruins jutting out of the passage ahead of you. The path itself continues to the north, leading down into the ruins, but as you pause to examine the route, you notice something strange. The sand of the path bulges oddly, right at the point where the sand gives way to the stone of the ruins. It looks as if something is buried beneath the sand here. Use loaded rifle. When you see odd shapes in the ground, shoot them. What the fuck? There. I must have typoed. You fire the assault rifle into the sand and are rewarded with a screech of rage as the giant scorpion that is hiding just beneath the surface takes several bolts to the carapace. The creature emerges from the sand, but you're ready for it and you easily kill it. North. Sandy pathway aftermath. You're standing on the edge of the sand pathway. At your feet is the corpse of a giant scorpion. The path leads north in the ruins where it turns sharply to the east. I guess we can go north again? Yeah. The directions on this are not quite right. On the guide. The ruins. You enter the ruins following a turn around to the east and enter a large plaza. As you do so, you hear the sound of a helicopter passing over your head. Looking up, you see a crate being dropped from the helicopter. It floats gently down on the ground and lands just in front of you in the middle of the plaza. The crate is marked with the Rochi logo and is similar to the one encountered earlier, with a keypad built into the crate itself. Attached to the crate is a note. The note reads, "You have done well, so this one is for free. 6854 J." With a whining hiss of mechanical hinges, the crate opens to reveal, "Congratulations, you've completed the first part of the game. Your level code to unlock progress to the section is Filthy Man. Thank you for playing. I look forward to seeing you in the game 2.0. Type quit to exit." Alright. So let's go back to here. Notice today that until you pull the map and tab out, it will still be there when you tab back in. That's probably because of alt mode in SWL, Joe. If you you have to alt tab. An alt in Legends will trigger the whether you're in interaction mode or not.
Quick access inventory.
All right. So now so on this side you use the crafting window. But this side works differently. You just click it. Welcome to the game 2.0. Filthy man. Covered wooden bridge. You're standing in the middle of a covered wooden bridge. Small windows are visible along the length of the bridge, and peering through one you can see that the day outside is unnaturally dark, as if this place is enveloped in dark clouds or mist. You can see autumnal trees dotting the landscape, but everything seems oppressive in the palpable darkness that hangs in the air. Beneath the bridge, a shallow stream flows downhill, and peering out of the window, you notice a golden glow seems to come up from the stream bed beneath the bridge. You see a small path that can be followed down to reach the riverbed. To the west, you can see that the road swings to the left and begins to climb a hill. To the east, you can see the signs of civilization, the outskirts of a small town. There are humanoid shapes moving around in the area, but the entire place feels eerily silent except for the babbling of the stream that runs beneath the bridge. I'm going to point out, though, it seems weird to say to the west, and then a road swings left. I'm sure people do it all the time, but it inherently is odd to use, to me, that you would say a compass direction and then throw in left or right. I mean, I guess it works, because you know which way you're facing. It just seems weird. Under the bridge. You slip and slide your way down the bank of the stream until you are standing beneath the bridge. You're standing in a vibrant green patch of grass which has seemingly sprung from the stream bed, in deep contrast to the dull gray rocks that surround it. Verdant grass growing in the shallow water has acted as a filter, for garbage has been thrown into the stream. A baseball glove, a small wind-up robot, and a broomstick all lie tangled in the weeds. Ahead of you, in the western face of the bank, is a cave entrance, and the golden glow that you saw earlier emanates from within. A beehive dangles from the cave entrance, and you can see large golden bees drifting peacefully in and out of the hive. The river runs away to the south and disappears over a set of falls. The path upstream is blocked by a fallen tree. Enter the cave. As soon as you attempt to enter the cave, the beehive begins to boil with furious motion. You step backwards in alarm as thousands and thousands of bees emerge from the hive, forming. Where's the hive? It should just. There's no need for the word "and" there. Dozens of bees emerge from the hive, and forming. No, you just say forming a solid wall across the cave entrance. You don't need "and." On the golden wall, the bees shift and dance, maneuvering their black gold patterns into intricate positions until a picture begins to emerge among the pattern of black and gold. The image of a young girl, and you watch in astonishment as the mouth opens and the bee face begins to speak in the altered pitch of 1,000 buzzing bees. This is not a place for the uninitiated, the girl says, firmly peering at you. Her expression changes. Hundreds of bees making minute positional adjustments, and the girl suddenly appears thoughtful. Oh, is this a game? Yes. I thought so. It's a bit like the one John showed me. Let's see. She looks around. Ah, yes. I'm the Oracle again. Okay, Oh, I remember. I can help you only if you can answer this riddle. Are you ready for the riddle? Yes. Two men came down to Kingsmith Town with a mind to watch the show. By the entrance, one sat down and the other south to go. Now these two men were much alike, yet not as close as brothers. They shared the first within their names, but nothing of the others. One's last was for a frontiersman, the other's for a beast. The cowboy, not the Indian, my ears await the feast. Jack. The girl smiles. That's right, a man who knows how to put people on the right path. That's Jack Boone. Turn for your words, I offer you a fistful of power. Go up and take the path west. The town is not safe in these dark times. With that, the image disintegrates and a section of the swarm separates itself from the group, buzzing towards you. You hold your hand out to stop them and watch in amazement as they form a moving gauntlet that surrounds your hand or arm. You are now carrying a fistful of bees. So we're going to go up, which we've already read. We're going to go west. Lookout point. You follow the road west on the bridge, finding that it curves to the south as it climbs the hill. The road widens to accommodate a viewing area complete with picnic benches and telescopes before plunging steeply downwards and swinging west again. You barely have time to view the area when an ursine roar shatters the stillness. On the far side of the picnic tables is a massive bear, but something is clearly very wrong. Its fur is matted with blood, and a gaping wound exposes the bleached white of its ribcage. The eyes are milky white, the eyes of something long dead, and you see maggots spilling from the wound in its side. Its back legs trail uselessly behind it as it drags itself towards you, razor-sharp claws digging relentlessly into asphalt. You have moments to react. Use the bees. Swing your arm forward and pray that the bees will know what to do. They do. With an audible hum, the bees surge forward and as one fly into the gaping hole where the ribcage of the bear still shows. At first there is nothing. The bear continues advancing. But a golden glow begins to emanate from the gaping wound and the sound of buzzing grows louder and louder. The bear slows and then stops, its entire body vibrating with the sound of buzzing. Then it simply disintegrates as whatever foul agency was keeping its corpse animated dissipates. The bees escape the collapsing folds of flesh, then fly. See, the other one had an extra and. This is missing a letter. Then fly loop of victory. Then fly a loop of victory. God damn it. I mean, it's consistent across both games, but it should be then fly a loop of victory around the corpse before disappearing back down the road where you came. You're standing at a lookout point at the top of the hill. There's a small viewing area here with a few evenly spaced telescopes. Telescope points east. One telescope points east, another southeast, and the third faces south. From this vantage point, you can see some kind of school or university to the south, and Euston Park to the southeast, and the houses that you glimpsed earlier from the bridge to the east. In the far distance, a lighthouse swings its lonely light across the landscape, and you can only surmise that you are on a coastline somewhere. There are also some picnic tables nearby and what appear to be the desiccated corpses of a family on the ground nearby. The road runs away to the west, bending around the hill and disappearing from sight. The remains of a large zombie bear putrefying on the road. Alright, so we're going to use the southeast telescope. The lens at the front of the telescope seems broken, and as you move it, it rattles. You investigate the lens socket and discover the source of the rattling. A small clockwork key. You pocket the key. Red's Bait and Tackle Car Park. You're standing in a car park next to a two-story building that obviously serves as a local fishing shop. The sign out in front of the store reads Red's Bait and Tackle. Large green bin is pressed up against the wall of the shop. Large fence separates the property from the forest behind it, and you are grateful because the half-glimpsed shapes in the murky woods send shivers of horror running down your spine. In the car park, there is a wigwam, a pickup truck, and a sedan. Both cars have custom plates. The truck is labeled Tomahawk, and the sedan is Powwow. First examination of the wigwam reveals that it is a cheap and tawdry thing created for the benefit of credulous tourists. Across the road to the southwest, a small fishing pier juts out into an inlet. The tide is very low, and there are strange clumps of biological material dotting the shoreline. Considering what you've seen so far, you're really wary of what they might portend. The road runs northwest past the front of the store. Hey, Bomber! Yep, immersion. Examine large green bin. Rummaging around inside the bin, you come across several meters of fishing lines, several sinkers, and a couple of bent hooks. Take line. Take a length of fishing line. Take sinker. Take one of the sinkers. Take hook. Take one of the hooks. Okay, we're gonna go north. I can type northwest. Standing in front of the shop, it is obvious that Red's Bait and Tackle is currently closed. Doors are shut, and there are no lights inside to indicate that anybody is there. A piece written on the door reads, "Gone to family reunion in a trailer park, R&A." The possible entry to the building is a window on the second floor that is wide open. Apparently whoever lives in that room has a love of fresh air. The road continues to the northwest, entering a tunnel in the rock face. In that direction, the property fence ends, and the forest goes right up to the edge of the road. Alright, this part is so fucking dumb to try and figure out without a guide. It's so annoying. Use sinker and line. Try sinking the fishing line, creating a weighted fishing line. Okay. Use weighted line and hook. Use weighted line. You now have a prepared fishing line. You also wonder why it was you didn't just find a previously set up fishing line. It certainly seems like it would have saved both you and whoever wrote this a lot of time. So would you having commands that aren't fucking asinine. Use prepared line. Your prepared fishing line sails through the second floor window. You pull it back and feel it catch on something. It feels like a whopper. You give it a hard tug and a small box flies out of the window attached to your hook. Pry hook free. It is bent beyond usability, so you toss it away. The box you caught is ornate and rimmed around the edge with gold. It's locked tight, but there's a small slot for a key. You can't even just use key, you have to use key and box. You insert the clockwork key in a little box and it turns with an audible click. The lid of the box opens, you can see that it is a combined music box and jewelry box. Most of the pieces are plastic or imitation. There's a key hidden in among the paraphernalia. You take the key. Use key and door. You unlock the door to Red's Bait and Tackle. Enter the door. Red's Bait and Tackle interior. The interior of this store is pleasantly lined with Native American paraphernalia, hunting and fishing gear, and general outdoor goods. Tents, supplies, hunting rifles, and fishing rods hang from the pegs on the wall, and shelves of miscellanea line one wall. The fireplace dominates one side of the room. It is cold now, but its ashes indicate that there were people here not too long ago. There are a pair of sofas in one corner, and a half-finished game of chess sits on the small coffee table between them. The back of the room is a counter with a cash register and laptop. The laptop appears to have been left on, and the screen flashes insistently. Use laptop. You move the laptop and see that it's sitting on a screensaver. When you move the mouse, the screen pops up to a login prompt. The username A. Dexter is autofilled, but the password field is empty. Clicking the hint prompt, it simply reads founding date Innsmouth, 1798. You input the password and watch the screen dissolves to reveal, "Congratulations, you've completed the second part of the game. Your level code to unlock progress to this section is Black Signal. Thank you for playing and we look forward to seeing you in the game 3.0. Okay, now we need to go retrieve game 3.0. Over here is pretty easy. Here, not so much. Hello, Valmar. Fancy seeing you here.
Come along, come along.
Didn't realize we were in the same Blue Mountain. I was working on a mission guide. Ah, nice. Yeah, I noticed, and I'm using the old immersion guide from Legacy TSWDB, and like the first one with the Orochi like teleporter, I think it's got like the command list has like a double up or something. There's like a couple of things that aren't quite right. Like if you just try and follow exactly what it says, you won't get there. Like it's either, I think one of them it's doubled, and then another one I think you have to actually go back and then put it or something. I mean, like it still works. It's not that hard to figure out, but I mean, I'm sure it's probably never been touched since its inception because the majority of it's correct.
Quick access inventory updated.
Wait, oh, do I have to disassemble this first? Good lord. So much easier on this side. I just have to click game 3.0. What was it? Black signal, right? Alleyway. A gentle warm rain is falling, dampening your clothes and hair and sending warm trickles down your face. You feel as if just a moment ago you were somewhere else. You shake your head to clear it and look around. You're standing in a dark narrow alleyway cluttered with boxes and plants. Two push bikes are standing against the wall to your right. To your left, a small metal bucket collects the warm rain. West of you, the alley widens into a street, and further down you can see signs written in Korean. Seoul Street. You're standing at a small intersection. All around the intersection are small Korean houses surrounded by low stone walls. There's an intersection, there are roads to the north, south, and west. There's a small alleyway to the east. You're standing at a small intersection. All around the intersections are small Korean houses surrounded by low stone walls. In this intersection, there are roads to the north, south. To the west is a small open-air cafe. West? Open-air cafe. We're standing in a small open-air cafe. It is a pleasant little place with umbrellas keeping the rain off the small tables scattered around a small brick courtyard. Perhaps because of the rain, there does not seem to be anyone around, but one of the tables has a pack of cigarettes on top. The only exit is go back to the road to the east. Take cigarettes. You take the packet of cigarettes. Don't think anyone is going to miss them. Go east again. That's the version of that guide has a slightly different order of commands than you said one for the first game. You said, yeah, I was using the TSW one, so you might have it. You might have it. You might have it right in Legends 1. That is entirely possible. You may have already fixed it. Okay, so now we go south. And this is basically the same text, just with different directions. So I'm not going to read this again. Especially because we're just going to go south. And then south. And then west. Police station exterior. You were standing at an intersection outside a police station. Above the police station, neon lights proudly proclaim the existence of Black Hole PC Bank. Stairs leading up to the PC Bank on the left-hand side of the building. The door to the police station is to the south. This intersection there are roads east and north. So we're gonna go south. I'll still check because I hate to cause people problems. I mean, like I said, it was very minorly off. Like 99% was right. So like you probably, if the Legend one is even slightly different, I imagine it made it better. Not worse, probably. Police station interior. The police station smells of cheap coffee and cigarettes. Flickering fluorescent lights give the room a 3 a.m. glow, and the floor is sticky and covered in the type of dingy carpet that governments purchase wholesale the world over. Several officers are hunched over laptops at small cubicles, yet there is nobody at the front counter. You do notice an access card labeled PC Black Hole sitting on the counter. The door to the north leads back out the intersection. A man in a tan jacket and dark blue pants wanders over toward you. He looks you up and down and asks an inquiring question in Korean. We're gonna give cigarettes. Pulls a packet of cigarettes and the man's eyes light up. He nods, says something gruff, and then heads out in the street, obviously looking to smoke cigarettes. Take card. Reach out and casually steal the access card. Achievement unlocked. Master Thief. So we're going north, back to the exterior. Next to you is a police officer happily smoking the cheap cigarettes you found on the table at the open air cafe. I like how it's the same text, but that little bit is updated. Go up. Black Hole PC exterior. At the top of the stairs, a wooden door blocks your path into the PC bank. Door closed, and the only way to exit it seems to be with an access card. Use card. Not user. Use. You are standing in a PC bank, awash in the healthy glow of monitors, arcade machines, and the bingo cola dispenser. The sound of fingers on keyboards, mouses being clicked, and men cursing when their breath is soothing. There are about a dozen patrons in the PC bank. One is sleeping with his head on the desk beside his keyboard. You step into the room, a young Korean man in a full tracksuit comes over, speaking excitedly. When he realizes that you don't speak Korean, he switches to English. Hey, you can't just come in. This is my place. I'm the pro. If you want to play, you gotta show that you know how. You gotta challenge me. He signals to a young girl who hurries over with a plastic guitar in each hand. She hands one to the man and offers one to you. Take the guitar. Look at the guitar in your hand. It has red, green, blue, and yellow buttons. The game is Guitar Man Stimulates Crowd Orgasm 4. I'm translating, obviously. Just show me what you got. The man points at near my monitor and the game begins. Ready? Yes. Alright, so then use green. Excellent. Star power gauge at 20%. Use red. Good. Star power is at 40%. Use yellow. Not bad. Star power is at 60%. Use red and yellow to make orange. Almost alright. Star power is at 80%. Blue and red. To make purple. Close enough. Star power is at 100%. Tilt guitar for more power. Tilt guitar. Tilt the guitar and your on-screen avatar shoots lightning from his guitar, making the audience simultaneously lose their heads and writhe on the floor in some kind of ecstasy. Korean friends turn friend turns to you and nods. That is good. You are welcome here. Your membership gift's over there. Points to the location between the monitor and the keyboard on the third row of PCs. You move over there and the world seems installed. Congratulations, you've completed the third part of the game. Your level code to unlock progress to this section is The Council Lies. Thank you for playing, and we look forward to seeing you in the game 4.0. Sorry. Wait, is it not... Do you not type... Ah, fuck it, we can just close it, right? Don't need to quit. Alright, so now... Oh my god, I don't have... I've never been the soul on this character. I guess we're going to Gartha. I mean, I don't think you have those kind of ports here anyway, so... I don't know why I have an X there. There's just so many legends hanging around. Wait, they moved the legend? Why would this, or unless I already got it? Maybe I already got it. I don't know. No, wait, this one's not there either. The fuck? Wait, it was that one, right? No, this one, sorry. Wrong one. So I went this way. Right? I'm not trying to delete the item. I'm trying to put it in the stupid window. Council Lies. Okay. Marketplace. You stumble and blink and suddenly you're somewhere else. Around you is a marketplace, lined with small stalls of vendors selling wares. You can help but notice that many of the vendors and patrons are less than human. You spot a ghoul selling fish, a fawn buying vegetables, and slouching off to the side is a vampire. You can tell because he's sparkly. The air is gloomy but offset by strings of colorful lights that overhang the marketplace. You browse the stalls, but most of them are selling knickknacks that are of no use, and you really don't want to know what kind of meat the vampire is selling. There's one stall that catches your eye, a lady selling masks and grimoires. There are exits to the market to the south into an alleyway, west into an open square, and east into another alleyway. Examine stall. You examine the stall where the young woman sits. She smiles but does not disturb you as you browse. There are several large tribal masks as well as a large pile of occult books. No expert in masks, you guess that these come from somewhere in Africa. They are handmade, crafted in the fearsome aspect of some kind of demon. The occult books are equally intimidating. You leaf through a couple and shudder back from the sinister spiral-like writing and inked illustrations. Only one of the books seems to be written in English. The Mongwende. You pick it up. Are you interested? I am a student, so I need to practice. That's why I am selling my books. The price is that I get to practice casting a minor curse on you. It will only be temporary, and the effect could be positive or negative. It might make you lucky for a while, or it might make you dizzy. She smiles again. It's hard to say what will happen, to be honest. Do you want to pay the price? Yes. She draws forth a small scepter and then waves it around your head a few times, muttering words under her breath. You feel a chill run through your body, setting into your bones, so otherwise nothing at all seems to happen. The girl studies you for a minute and then hands you the book. I don't think it did anything. Let me know if anything interesting happens in the next day or so, and enjoy the book. You move away, clutching a new purchase. So, look. This is the same thing as before. I'm gonna go east. Touts Bridge. You were standing at an intersection in the maze of alleyways behind the market. A sign on the wall nearby reads Touts Bridge. The brick walls in this area are filthy with neglect, and a small gutter brimming with offal runs down the middle of the lane. The alley runs north and south. Along the northern path, you can see makeshift wooden ramps have been built up to allow people access to rooms and apartments above the alley. To the south, you can hear the distant sounds of cheering. South. The arena. You're standing in a large room with a circular wire fence in the center surrounding a large pit. Around the edge of the room, there are market stalls, but the main focus of the room seems to be the pit. Gathered under the fence are dozens of people cheering, and on the huge television set above the pit, you can see a battle is being broadcast from below. As you run through the crowd at the edge of the pit, you can see a man battling barehand with some kind of monstrous creature. You can stay and watch, otherwise the only exit is to the north. So we're going to watch. The man circles the creature, obviously waiting for it to make its move. It is a nightmarish amalgam of tentacles and limbs, and it whips them back and forth furiously as it advances on the man. The man feints right, then rolls left, and the creature wails in frustration as the burly man circles around behind. He raises his fist and slams them in the back of the creature. There's a brilliant flash, and the creature collapses in a pile of goo. The crowd goes wild, cheering and shouting in appreciation. The man bows to the crowd and leaves by a nearby tunnel. The crowd begins to disperse, drifting away. For a few minutes, the man emerges from a nearby door, and some people rush to get his autograph. Wait, why would you type look here? I don't think you need to type look there. That's weird. You're standing in a large pit. You're standing in a large room with a circular wire fence in the center. It's surrounded by a large pit. Around the edge of the room there are market stalls with the main focus of the room seems to be the pit. There's currently no fight in the pit, but one of the fighters is standing nearby offering autographs. Yeah, we already knew that though. I don't know that that was necessary to do. You approach the man to try and get his autograph. He looks up as you approach and says, "Got something to write on?" Give the grimoire. Takes the book from you and raises an eyebrow at the cover. You're a fan of snake cults too, eh? He raises his fist to show you a snake tattoo entwined around his forearm. The fighting is just something to fund my research trips. I spend a lot of time in old Danzome, if you know what I mean. Glance down the book again. Look, I haven't read this one, and I'd hate to see it get out of my hands. Why don't I give you this for it? He hands you a medallion engraved with a closed fist. You shrug and put it in your pocket. That's the way, thanks. He turns back to his fans. We go north. Guess we've already read this. This is just like the intersection thing. So we go north. New Model Army exterior. You're standing in a dingy alleyway outside the door of a shop known as the New Model Army. Shop appears to be closed, and lounging around the entrance are several rough-looking men with shaved heads and tattoos covering their arms. As you approach, one of them stands up and bars your passage down the alleyway. This alleyway has a toll, mate. We take pounds and anima shards. Cash only. They take anima shards. That's interesting. Group of men snigger. You'll have to deal with them if you want to pass. Show medallion. You remove the medallion from your pocket, and there is the hiss of indrawn breaths from the group of thugs. Careful, Roy, warns one of the men. That's an arena champion medallion. Best let this one be if you don't want a thrashing. The thug in front of you steps back aside, bowing slightly. No offense intended. Hey, maybe you can come back later and show us some stuff. You nod vaguely and move past down the alley to the north. It winds along the northeast before making a sharp turn to the southeast. Look. The shades. The alleyway opens up into a small area with several shop fronts. You can see a sign on the wall here marking this place as the Shades. Most of the shops are closed, their windows boarded over, but there is one sort of seems to be in business. It's called Penny Dreadful, and the windows are full of exotic comic books and graphic novels. 3 posters capture an interest. Cabal 1928, Journeys Beyond Static, and The Beekeepers. Here the alley curves off to the northwest. Static. Cover shows a large factory room, and the title reads Journeys Beyond Static. The byline says prepare to have your expectations reset. As you stare at the words, a very odd feeling seeps into your body. There is a strange doubling sensation. You feel odd, disconnected. What is happening? There is a strange doubling sensation. You feel odd, disconnected. What is happening? The world fades to a strange black and white. You look around. You are floating in the air above your body, which seems to be standing below you, staring slack-jawed at a comic book cover. Hey Leo, Cabal 1928 hype. Still want that as a real comic? Yes, yes, I'm with you there. I want Cabal 1928. Your vision is oddly colorless, and everything seems to be brush. Everything seems to be brush inside. No. Guys. It should be everything seems to be brushed in soft edges, not everything seems to be brush in soft edges. Brushed. Jesus Christ. It's like they ran spell check, but no one actually like read to see if it is grammatically correct. You wonder if this is the effect of the geese, but you have no real way of knowing how to resolve it. You try to move and find that you can float along quite comfortable. That probably should be comfortably, not comfortable. I think comfortable can technically work, but it probably should be float along quite comfortably, not quite comfortable. As long as you concentrate on a direction, though you feel weaker the further you float from your body. From here you can float to the northwest. So northwest. Wow. Prospero Rents. You're floating in the air at a small junction, with the limit of distance that you feel you can travel from your body. If you move further to the northwest, you feel that you will be drawn back by an invisible leash. A staircase leads down to the northeast. Sewers. You're floating above some flowing water which flows through a grate to the northeast. Southwest is a crate marked with the Orochi logo. Your path to the crate seems to be clear. Oh, whoa. Can't type. Open crate. You float to the crate. There's a wrenching sensation as the geese ends in your body and mind are suddenly occupying the same space once again. You pack yourself to make sure everything is in the right place, then reach down and open the crate. The world dissolves around you. Congratulations, you completed the 4th part of the game. Your level could unlock progress to the section is Tokyo Awaits. Thank you for playing. Looking forward to seeing you in the game 5.0. Alright, so now we need to go to London. Which I can just go to the museum and then port in from there. Ooh, look at this. That was a Lorenzian fabricator. Now this is where we need to be. Right? Yeah, I see that. I was just looking at the thing that said retrieve the game. I was like, wait, what? I know which poster is, Joe. I was looking at the retrieve game 5.0 and was trying to figure out that gave us an achievement. I don't think that gives you an achievement here. Does it? Did I didn't see it. No, it did. Sleuth Gallery. There it is. Stranger than fiction. Never mind. Ah, they're so fast. Look at that speed. Zoom, zoom. Oh, I lost my super speed. That's a bummer. You can't do that either, so you gotta, let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, if you like snag a wall while you're running super fast, it'll knock you out of sprint. Which is unfortunate. Gotta disassemble that. Put in 5.0. So Tokyo awaits, right? Guard the entrance. You're standing in a long earthen tunnel. Trees and roots grow out from the walls, and the path that slopes gently upwards is coated in grass and flowers. People are walking up the tunnel, singly and in small groups, towards the north. Feel a strange urging in your own body to go in that direction. Behind you is a large golden portal that shimmers and glows with its own unearthly light. Knight statue. You're standing in front of a grand statue of a knight. He's kneeling as if to welcome you, and you feel a strong sense of rightness at being in this place. Above him, on the wall, a banner hangs displaying the proud symbol of a winged lion. From here, the path turns east and west, though it appears both directions swing back to the north again. Feeling in your breast urges you to continue onwards, though you feel no particular urge to go in either direction. Alright, so the guide says west, but I'm going to go east on this side just to see what happens. Same. Okay. Server room. You're standing in a large room dominated by large racks of servers. There are people everywhere in this room moving around, inputting codes, and a large console at one end of the room, and then entering very small rooms that fill the circumference. A man in a pristine white uniform approaches you, moving casually as if he doesn't want to draw attention to what he's doing. Psst! Hey you, he whispers. Turn to face him, and he beckons you to follow him. You move after him, and he leads you to a shadowy spot between a large column and a server cluster. Listen, I admire what you're doing, and this stuff is awesome in a primitive and retro kind of way. The Tokyo simulation isn't ready, and I don't want to send you in there unless you can confirm the code. Can you do that for me? He waits expectantly. Type in Tokyo awaits. Copacetic. You're the one then. He withdraws a small device from his pocket and taps a few idle keys. Before your feet lights up, a brilliant path leading into one of the rooms. Follow the LED light road, he says with a sweep of his arm. Oh, and don't sweat the scenarios. You've got your SIG now, so I can totally fake certification if you need it. You have no idea what he's talking about, but you should probably follow the path. Follow. You're standing in a simulation room. You're standing in a small circular room. The walls are lined with strange sensors. Circles rim with white lights. The door closes behind you with a whisper, and then you hear a countdown begin to start. There is a flash of bright, blinding light. Next, continue. Tokyo. You're standing on the edge of a major four-way intersection. Around you, skyscrapers rear towards the sky, disappearing in the sky above. All around you, the flash of billboards and advertisements fill your senses with light and sound and color. The city itself is deserted, and you can no signs of life? Are you fucking kidding me? But the city itself is deserted, and you can no signs of life. I fucking forgot the word see. And you can see no signs of life. I can no signs of life. A wind blows through the intersection, pushing a clutter of paper and garbage before it. This place looks devoid. ... You take a step forward and the roll dissolves. Congratulations, you completed the 5th part of the game. Your level code unlock progress in section is the end game. Thank you for playing. Look forward to seeing you in the end game. Alright, so now we need to go there. I can no signs of life all the time. It hurts my soul. So this is going to be slightly different. So in Legends, they just put Venice over here. But in TSW, I believe you can reach it by just carefully dropping off the side next to Seoul. You have to walk backwards in the right part. See? I haven't done that in a while. But it's not too difficult. But way easier to get to though. Wait, is there a... Yeah, I don't even know what other way you're supposed to get there. If there is another way to get there. Also, I'm just gonna check and see if there's a legend or not. I don't see one. Okay. I'm genuinely not sure like what the actual route there is supposed to be. There's a way along the branches. I don't recall ever doing that. Like, literally ever. I mean, I'm not going to say that I never did. Maybe the first time or something I did that. Maybe, but I genuinely can't remember doing it. Oh, there's an old legend here. There's little kids running around them. So I believe are supposed to be the kids from Transylvania? Like the missing kids from Transylvania? Not the ones that you talked to in the camp, but other kids. Follow the lights.
Initiating world simulation. Initiating reality simulation. Stand by.
I'll do one at a time. It'd be easier to tell them. I'll get the audio from both. Assuming there's audio. The game is over. We'll play again. See you in Tokyo. I guess there isn't volume. I could have gone at the same time. John.
Initiating world simulation. Initiating reality simulation.
Ah, that voice
Stand
is
by.
different. Also, I called it. I said I'd be reading this shit for like an hour. I've been streaming for an hour 14. This is the only thing I've done. But I mean, the whole point of the side-by-side playthrough is to compare them side by side. So I didn't feel, as much as I didn't want to do it tonight because I'm tired. I don't know. It wouldn't have been correct to not do it. It would not have been correct to not do it. There's some double negatives in there, but I'm pretty sure it still works out correctly. Interestingly, I think the text is the same. Oh, the more space is because this side has the investigation bag. Got it. That makes sense. I find electronic gaming to be frivolous and damaging to long-term attention span. Fuck you, Sonic. How about that? But you have taken this game to a serious place. The name John, as an entity, has manifested in odd ways ever since the disaster in Tokyo. If he knocks on our door, we must oblige him with an answer. I doubt our answer will bring him much joy. Trust we give John our finest regards. Yes? Maybe. Maybe I will, and maybe I won't. Oh wow, all of these are gone. Holy shit. Hey, we can go for Dante. Alright, so the only other investigation mission we can do, because we can't do Angry Earth, because we got to pick that up from the City of Sun God. But we can do Big Terrible Picture. Oh man, all my teleports are on cooldown. Fucking game. And lack of teleports. This is some bullshit. Let's see, I think we figured out that we could just drop off this branch onto the other one. Right. No, I don't want City of the Sun God. I want... Scorched Desert. Yeah, the Agartha ports, like the platforms with the jump pads, are just so much more straightforward to navigate. Than trying to figure out the chain of wind tunnels from the old one. Like, they were interesting, like, the first, I don't know, like, month or something. But when you're playing the game regularly, like, they got to be pretty irritating. Your computer always hitches whenever you jump in those things as the game tries to figure out what the fuck to do. And because they made them in a row, like, you can't just go to the thing you want. You have to, like, go past 10 things you don't want. Right, we'll do the Big Terrible Picture.
Sit down.
Goddamn sound.
The Ankh. Are you getting all this, Aaron? Riveting stuff.
Is riveting really the word you're looking for, Monty?
At least take a rubbing, man.
Ah, hello again. We're getting in a little legwork while there's a break in the, murdering.
I don't know how au fait you are with the reign of Pharaoh Akhenaten.
Creator of the would-be capital, Amarna. Dedicated to his one god, Aten. It's out that way.
Yes, a very long way out there. Even on its rushed schedule, the city was never completed. It was a vanity project, subject to the whims of Akhenaten's growing megalomania. And our man was distracted.
By the demands of his Atenist religion. And the wiles of his mother, Ta the Red Queen. She colored her nails blood red, perhaps even dyed her hair. Upper-class ancient Egyptian women were millennia ahead of the glamour curve.
Think of a Lady Macbeth figure by way of Grace Jones.
Who?
Why did Ta, Akhenaten, and their divine cult start a new citadel in this empty place? What brought the Romans here decades on? I venture the answers are still carved under sand.
Examine Montgomery's map and notes. Looks good. Looks good.
For a moment, there I took you for a fond mirage.
Probably just go here. Ta-da. Got our notes. All right. And then, oh man, the images are not mobile friendly. At least on the old site. So one. Oh, wait, no, never mind. No! Ah, shit. That has to be on, right? Or no, wait. Maybe that is off. Hold on. Yeah. Maybe I did that right. Yeah, okay, I did do that right. Yay! Two. Three. Four. Five. Man, someone's already doing this. So let's focus on this side first. Oh, wrong one. Ha! Oh wait, was that right? I might have skipped the thing. Yeah, I think that was correct. Uh-oh. I think I did something wrong. Oh wait, there it is. I just didn't see it the first time around. I don't know why. Alright. Here we go. There's a jump a lot more on this side. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh wait, it's not hitting that. Never mind. I think it's the next one. Yeah, there we go. That I remember now. That's what it's supposed to do. No, ah! Oh, thank God I canceled that. I would have to turn it all the way around again. Alright, so... I think it's 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 2, 2. Enter the sealed chamber. And this one's pretty easy. Yeah. I believe it's just praying to all the shit on the right in order. It's kind of weird. They even pray to this one, if I recall. Oh, someone's in front of me. Collect the metallic eye. Yeah. I don't know what complicated shit you have to do to figure it out, but the end result is pretty fucking simple. You just pray in order. Oh, I get to see his little display. I like this thing. It always makes me think of the Fifth Element for some reason. I don't know if it does that for anyone else. Report your findings to the scholars. Can it come from Warhammer 40k? Leo, have you seen the Fifth Element? Like, I mean, kind of like the old, like, in the beginning of it, they have the weird fucking duck creatures, and that are like setting the shit up in the pyramid, and the one guy gets trapped in there or whatever. Oh shit! I forgot it was gonna be cinematic. Fuck.
Fascinating stuff. You could do a lecture tour of this. Really, you're putting us to shame.
Not that we're strangers to scandalizing the academic community.
Oh, you.
This does fit with the big, terrible picture theory.
You know how I feel about that name.
It's only a theory, Monty. Sorry, the BTP posits that we, the collective we, mankind, have forgotten more than we ever learned. For centuries, man has discovered objects much older than recorded history.
Not even the immortals still understand how these antiquities are operated, their purpose, how they are manufactured. They become the stuff of myth and legend, the work of deities and devils.
Our civilization never seems to stray far from these things. That is why we can dig up a city underneath every city.
We're creatures of habit, repeat offenders.
You may be thinking, where does the terrible come in? If this theory holds, something must keep throwing out the toy set every time we finish building it, leaving us to spend an eon finding all the pieces and putting it back together.
Scrabbling in the dust for answers. And instead, finding more questions.
There was someone's motorcycle. Oh, that was good. I remember those, but weren't they more like armadillo in shape, like all round? Well, they were standing on 2 feet, but I remember like they seemed duck-like to me, like in the bill or whatever. I mean, they were fucking giant space marine ducks, as far as my brain recalls.
Fascinating stuff. You could do a lecture tour off this. Really, you're putting us to shame.
Not that we're strangers to scandalizing the academic community.
Oh, you.
This does fit with the big, terrible picture theory.
You know how I feel about that name.
It's only a theory, Monty. Sorry, the BTP posits that we, the collective we, mankind, have forgotten more than we ever learned. For centuries, man has discovered objects much older than recorded history.
Not even the immortals still understand how these antiquities are operated, their purpose, how they are manufactured. They become the stuff of myth and legend, the work of deities and devils.
Our civilization never seems to stray far from these things. That is why we can dig up a city underneath every city.
We're creatures of habit, repeat offenders.
You may be thinking, where does the terrible come in? If this theory holds, something must keep throwing out the toy set every time we finish building it, leaving us to spend an eon finding all the pieces and putting it back together.
Scrabbling in the dust for answers. And instead, finding more questions.
Now I can't unthink Space Marine Ducks, like a mix of the animated Mighty Ducks and Space Marines. There you go. So yeah, the Mondo Shaw one. What's funny is I literally Googled fifth element. So fifth, doing right now, element. And when I started typing the word duck, I just get to DU and it auto-completes fifth element duck aliens. And the first result is then Mondo Shawan fifth element wiki fandom. So apparently I'm not the only one with that was given the impression that they look like they have like duck faces. Or the armor does, at least. Yeah, I don't know. Just the way they like waddle around and the way the armored mask looks sort of like a duckish face. I'm just saying, I'm not the... according to Google autocomplete, it's not just me.
Welcome. Sorry about the mess. Oh, mind your feet.
There we go. I am familiar with the work of Singh and Montgomery. You may as well know that the existence of past ages has been internally confirmed. However, I should warn you, to stretch the mind back beyond the current age is to invite a cosmic headache. Fine for an academic, but some of us have work to do. Our primary concerns must remain contemporary. For now, going back only as far as the 18th dynasty of Egypt will do. Akhenaten went to great trouble to abandon Amarna and marshal his resources in the valley. Very ancient secrets are most certainly buried there, ones that the priests of Amun were desperate to keep from the Atenists. The animated Mighty Ducks. See, what I would have preferred, Leo, was that you think of Darkwing Duck in a Space Marine outfit. Let's get dangerous. But my brain always goes to Darkwing Duck. I am the hangnail on the toe of crime. Too good. Alright, so that's as much as we can do there. We've got side missions galore still to do. Guess we can start the drone chain. Drone? Phone? Wait. Wait. Hold on a sec. Drone phone home is here. This mission requires you completed the little drone that could. Where the fuck is that at? Did they change? Did they change that? Do we not have the little drone that could? Yeah, okay, we do. Thank you. Oh, is it the one that's in the place? I think it might be in here. This might be the first one that you have to follow to the Orochi camp. I'm fairly certain. Yep. Alright, so same thing here. I assume? Oh wow, that's way low. Wait. It's a little. Wait, where the fuck is it? Okay, it's in the lava area in Legends, but it looks like it's further south. It looks like in. Fuck, where am I going? It looks like in Legends, it's meant for like when you're doing the fucking mission from the council lady that like ends in the Scorched Flats. That drone should take you breadcrumb to the Orochi place. Whereas it feels like in TSW, it's just more generically in the open area to get you to go here. Legends is like, oh, you're finishing that mission where the fire guys show up and then the Jinn spawns, and then that drone is right there to take you there. Versus this one is more like in the wild, you stumble across this and it'll take you to the Orochi. Huh. I wonder if I should have started them at the same time. Maybe not. It's a whole different path. Wait, where did he go? Where'd this one go? Fuck. He keeps breaking. That also doesn't happen with this one. Or it's the same like general concept. And I believe the same end goal. Or end location, but very different ways to get there. This one requires a lot more fighting. Where'd the drone go? Wasn't he just over here? Well, I'm gonna finish this one and then see where the fuck the guy went. Okay, he did go in here. I just didn't see him. Yay! Okay, so I can't do droning on and on until I do drone phone home, but TSW doesn't appear to have drone phone home? Sorry, I didn't see your thing, Bomber. Go save him. Yeah, he was fine. He was fine. Hold on, let me look. There's no, I don't think there's such a mission as drone phone home. I don't see it in the list of side missions on TSWDB. I wonder why they added this one. They're like, wait, this chain of side missions with drones needs more. I've got a fever, and the only cure is more drone missions. Like, what would be the point of this? Someone's cleared this out recently. Well, clearly they wanted to use the modem noise one more time. Which, I mean, I understand that. What? Like an extra wave of people. Actually, I have a theory why this exists. I have a theory. So you know how we did immersion? And like the investigation mission doesn't really tell you, but you need to go to the communication area. Like immersion makes you go to that same spot. I don't think it points it out on the map because it's an investigation mission. But it's like you need to go to the Orochi terminal thing, and you just have to like figure out that it's that thing over there, right? I think it's that thing. It's not over here, right? No, I literally just did it and I don't remember now. Anyways, if that's not correct, then I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. We have the technology. I'm looking right now. I just want to be sure, because my brain is pretty foggy. Yep, it is the same place. Okay. I was right. Confirmed. So. Jesus. My guess is that side mission sort of teaches you that that's a usable spot, and then when you do immersion, you kind of have a clue as where the fuck to go. Because, I mean, that side mission, all it does is run you a drone out to that antenna and back. That's literally it. So I think it's actually a teaching side mission. This is interesting. Also, droning on and on has a slightly different thing. The drone has up-to-date instructions and coordinates are ready to depart. they kind of split it. So here, Lisa's drone led you here. It seems the region camp has updated the drone's recon coordinates. So droning on and on, just getting the drone here gives it new coordinates and you're going to the next place. In Legends, they said, there's going to be a separate side mission to go get your new coordinates and come back. And then you get droning on and on. That's why the startup text is slightly different. But I think the reason they split that is to make you get the coordinates is to teach you something about the area. It adds a bit of flavor, but I mean it's such a, even for the drone escort side missions, it's such a weird, like, tiny little bloop bloop. It's like, why was, like, it's a closed loop and it's a very small one. The only thing that makes sense is like to teach you what that tower is, so that when you get to the immersion investigation, you're like, oh wait, that's an Orochi communication tower, because it's not really that obvious. I mean, it's a metal antenna thing, but anyway, that's my guess. But it's interesting how they split it. They split it into 2 side missions to do that. Where'd it go? Oh, it didn't go anywhere. Alright, I'm just gonna do one at a time this time. Because that was pretty horrifying, trying to do 2 at once. Also, that's what she said. It's like my audio seems loud as fuck. I don't know why. Same as normal. Ooh, we got a tier 3 Geronimo the Lost Conquistador. I am curious if it goes the same route. I just don't want to try and follow 2 drones again. That was really, really bad. Look at those footsteps. Crashed plane. Ooh, there we go.
I'm sure I'll be safe.
The beams are different. I think I prefer the Legends beams. I feel like they look more like the other ones. The other drone beams. Dude, he doesn't even give a fuck about this thing. Oh no, I got another one. Wait for me, drone! I wonder if that one will deleash. Yep. Ha! That was funny. Mr. Sonic is sitting tight, drumming along to In the Air Tonight. Mr. Noble, Mr. Right, Mr. Quote some Ancient Knight. We can use citations too. Ooga booga, the boogeyman is coming through. That's the buzzing sort of placeholder one. This is interesting though. I have this one. I have cockpit and inactive drone. This one doesn't have inactive drone. Doesn't this Final Destination? I don't see that one on TWDB. Nope. We'll do the cockpit one since we're here. Find a way to open the crate. God damn it. Really? Fuck off. Alright. Keycard pieces. Got the fourth keycard first. And we got the first keycard. Second key card. Alright. Where's the third one? I went there already, right? I went here already. Not there. It's back here somewhere? I don't remember where the third one is. No, it can't be that far back. Okay, maybe over there? Oh, he's underneath the... It's like literally right at the plane. That's funny. Hiding under the wreckage. Sneaky. Thought for sure that guy was gonna notice me. Alright. I think it was wave defense time, right? Survived the sand horror attack. Alright, so we had one wave. Two waves. Then the boss. Retrieve the cargo. Done. Alright, let's see what it's like over here. Air buggy stirs rapidly as you hear the distinct buzzing of a locust swarm. Oh no! Suck on that! Alright, so we have one wave. And this wave. Second wave. Now, do we get the boss, or does it have more stuff? Nope, okay, it's the same. Same cast, too. There we go. Alright, so on this side, I need to do the other drone mission because, doesn't fucking exist in TSW. It's I believe this is the breadcrumb that takes you up north. I'm kind of surprised TSW didn't have that. Unless it has a different breadcrumb that takes you up there. Which I'm not positive about. Yeah, come on, go. I know where you're going. Just go. The little boss and everything. We completed Drone's best friend. Is that not something that existed over here? It did not. That is something new. And it gave you the borrowed clairvoyance drone. So this wasn't a thing, I guess. Interesting. A good friend. It doesn't say... It says best friend. TSW doesn't have content that Civil have. I know a couple knuckers that would start rotating in anger if you told them that. I mean, let them. It's very interesting, like legitimately interesting, because a lot of it's based from so far from my experience, all the way through, you know, Kingsmith, Savage Coast, Blue Mountain, and Scorched Desert. A lot of it's based on changes to, for one, the story in Legends includes more missions, like under the Blue Line story umbrella. And then for two, because of acknowledging that levels exist, because TSW was not levelless, fuck you, that's a lie. It pretended to be levelless. Everything still had fucking numbers under the hood. You still had things that would mark as like, this mission is nightmare for you because you're not powerful enough for it. Like, but because Legends is built with things having levels, like Kingsmith got like sort of chopped up for those levels, so those missions sort of happened in their level rings, almost like going outward, if that makes sense. So a lot of the restructuring had to do with flow of content. And then also TSW has this habit of just making you run around as much as possible, like for no earthly reason other than to force you to spend time running from one end of the map to the other. Like not for lore reasons, not for anything good, just because like we're just gonna put something way the fuck over here, so that, and then make you go back and forth just to eat up time. It literally just eat up time. Moose's mission is the best example of that. Moose's mission with the like explosives and stuff in Kingsmith and TSW, you have to go to Moose, get an explosive type, go out to use it, come back to him to get the next type that you have to use even farther out. And then once you do that, go back to him again, who's now further away, and get the next type and go use that even farther away, and then go back to him. Right? You're literally like rubber banding further and further. Whereas in Legends, you just pick up the box and take it with you. and you go out and you go, yep, did the thing, did the thing, did the thing. Like the you put a Fitbit on your characters in both games. The one in TSW has done like triple the miles or something. But interestingly, between the two of them, yes, Legends cut some side missions, some breadcrumbs, which is most TSW people will notice that, oh, there was a side mission here that's not here anymore. It's because it's not necessary, because the flow was changed, so that breadcrumb doesn't really make sense or is redundant. But Legends also added side missions. They added their own breadcrumbs to like shore up the change in flow. So yeah, that's just been interesting as like sort of a thought experiment, like trying to dissect not just what's different, but why it's different. Trying to decipher that, the possible reasons. Playing through SEO for the first time, and I've been interested how often I look up a quest after I do it and find out it was added after TSW launched and incorporated into the flow. Yeah, so that is something that happened with Legends. Is Legends, the story is free. In TSW, the main story was free, and then you had DLCs. So when they relaunched as Legends, all those DLCs are now just part of the game. So they worked a bunch of them into the story, like where it makes sense, to make it a little more cohesive. And specifically in Scorched Desert, there's a couple of missions that were repeatable missions in TSW that are actually just one-time story-only missions in Legends, where like you don't even have a mission pickup. Like, it's just part of the Blue Line story that makes you go do something and has a cinematic. And those are actually their own separate missions in TSW. Yeah, like the Last Train to Cairo, Tyler Freeborn, Last Train to Cairo, and oh god, what is the Bond one called again? Fuck, it's got a Bondy name. I'm blanking on it right now. Again, I always blank on this one. The fuck is it called? Dream something? I know it's issue 7. A Dream to Kill 4. Or no, A Dream to Kill. Sorry, Dream to Kill. Not 4. I was reading the information guide and I sort of merged that in my brain. Yeah, A Dream to Kill. Yeah, I was right. A Dream something. Those are, I mean, they're really well done mission chains, but the Tyler Freeborn quest saved Blue Mountain for me. That's the other thing is, like, interestingly, Tyler Freeborn quests in the original, like, that stuff is meant for you to be done after you finish Transylvania. Because the main game went all the way up to Transylvania and then stopped. Right? Like, the main game was Salmon Island, Egypt, Transylvania. Done. And then the DLCs came out, and, like, Tyler Freeborn was DLC issue 5. That whole mission chain was like, wasn't even like the first DLC, it was like the 5th DLC. And so in TSW, you would have already completed Transylvania, and you go back to Blue Mountain to do those quests, and they were way harder. So as a new player in TSW, having got like the mega pack that had all the issues, I tried to grab Tyler Freeborn, and like this beat the shit out of me, because it was like, you shouldn't be doing this. You're supposed to be endgame geared to do this. Whereas in Legends, they made those, they adjusted the like HP numbers on those quests to make sense for the level you're at when you're in the zone, Because for Tyler Freeborn and Last Train to Cairo, they're meant to be part of the zone. Last Train to Cairo is actually part of the blue storyline, but they're intended to be run at the time. The only one that really stayed the same was Transylvania, where it just runs you back through it. But I think that's because that chain covers... That particular mission chain covers all 3 Transylvania maps. So I believe that's why they had to do it that way. Because Tyler Freeborn's chain was entirely in Blue Mountain, and Last Train to Cairo was in Scorched Desert. But then Dream to Kill was like across all 3 zones of Transylvania. So like there's not a good way to, like, you can't just do one part of that and then wait till you get to the next map, unlock the next map and do the next part. So they just had to like run you through it again. But yeah, that was a big change, going from like you have to pay for extra content to free to play. Here's all free to play and all the story is free, which is, I mean, you can have a free to play game and still charge for extra stuff. But all the story content is just included, and you're just, you know, paying for cosmetics and shit. I'm genuinely kind of surprised though that like there's not some mission that takes you to this spot in the map. Because I know this side mission exists. The King of the Hill. I'm sure that exists. I remember doing it. Yeah, King of the Hill exists. For sure. Yeah. I always suspect a lot of the streamlining had to happen because free-to-play players aren't as willing to accept a bad flow as pay-to-play players. I always hate when people do like they just had to flip a switch to make it work as free-to-play recently. Well, so to be fair, it's not bad flow when the content isn't part of the flow, right? And the biggest difference is not so much. So it is because of free-to-play versus pay-to-play, but it's more because of the decision to include the content as free, right? Whereas if it's pay-to-play and you bought the game, you have your base game, you're going to play that through, and then you're going to buy whatever extras and go do those. So that flow makes sense. But if you make it free-to-play and say, oh, all this content is free, well then now you have to structure it. And it doesn't make sense to structure it the same way. You know what I mean? Because it was linear for the buy-to-play when it happened. When you relaunch as free-to-play and all this content is there at the jump, at the start, it doesn't make sense anymore. So, it would just be confusing if you like, I got this new game, Secret World Legends, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do all this stuff, and then you get to like, you don't even go to Tokyo. You would, because this shit happened before Tokyo. It would have to like stop you. It would have to stop you at Transylvania and be like, hey, wait, do you want to maybe go back to Blue Mountain and do Tyler Freeborn? Do you want to maybe go back to Egypt and do Last Train in Cairo before you proceed forward into Tokyo? Because all this shit happens before that. Like, you have to address that because it's all coming out as one thing as opposed to the way it came out. It came out organically in TSW, like, oh, we're going to add this content. But now we have Tokyo ready. Here's Tokyo. I don't envy that. I'm sure there had to have been lots of discussions, like, around a, like, you know, around a table, like, meetings on, like, how to make that transition. That someone had to be like, well, wait a second, this doesn't make sense. Alright, we can inspect the Orochi crate. There's one up here, right? Yeah.
Temporary abilities acquired.
Collect weapon. Now this would obviously is gonna work very differently. Alright, so we collected our weaponry, and we can inspect the orb. Why are you here? Just something for me to shoot at, I guess? Oh man, I was gonna wait. I didn't realize just running up to, I forgot just running up to it would do that. God, that smoke blinds the fuck out of me. What? Why is it not? The animation seems really off. Oh God. Can I see yet? Hello? Jesus. I've found you can pretty much just use the mines. They work really well. Vortex grenade. I think I got myself the vortex grenade. Yay, we did it. Alright, let's try it over here. Oh, this actually did an ability bar flip. Interesting. I wasn't sure if it was going to. You have successfully pondered one of 2 orbs? I've pondered? I don't know why my hand is up like this. That's weird. No, oh god. No, I fucked up. Getting ready to toss grenades? Probably. Yeah, there's no indicators of where enemies are coming from, which is really annoying. Wait, they actually attack? I don't think they attack you at all in Legends that I recall. Oh, something made it up here. Why did that not detonate? Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, 4 is the one I want to use. Those 9s do not look very different. It was much clearer in Legends which one did which. The icon indicated whether it was exploding or trapping. These mines just look like different types of mines, but doesn't tell you what does what. Oh my god, I fucking ran up. That's not good. I ran off the side. Dude, what is the delay here? The delay on the grenade is so long. 100% feels better playing it on Legends. I mean, look at that. Can't spam that at all. Also, I really miss seeing the little orange markers that tell you where the enemies are. Stupid death sentence. How's the orb? Oh, back to full. I know it got damaged at some point. Pretty sure. Stop moving. It's awful. That feels awful. Maybe they only attacked when you got too close. But I'm pretty sure in Legends it doesn't care. But I'm pretty sure I was like on top of them spamming shit and I don't remember getting attacked. I certainly didn't get death sentence or anything. Though I think that mine had a faster cooldown. Uh-oh. Yeah, I got him. Where's the other one? Gotta be another one, right? There we go. Yeah, if there is another one, I don't know where the fuck it is. Ah! Tabbed out of the game by accident. Okay. Yay, we did it. Yeah, I definitely prefer the other one. Jesus. Splendid! To continue to check in as often as you can, I'm getting some frightful reports out of the desert. Things lumbering and tearing up the ground, all manner of pits and plagues and pestilence. I've grown very fond of our correspondence, and we hate to see it end on account of some biblical disaster. We've completed Dante's storyline. Now I just need to get his agent. Okay. Did those. You know what, actually, like, this is probably a good place to call it. I don't know why this is, like, still in combat. It's weird. Nothing should be around. Side mission's over. Thanks, Wilsuma. So yeah, let me try and host somebody, and I'm gonna actually try and. I always say this, but I'm gonna try and get some sleep tonight. But it never fucking happens. It never happens. Sleep isn't important. It's merely a suggestion. Sleep is a debuff and has to be cleansed. There's someone else actually streaming Legends. I'll give them a raid. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. I'll catch you guys later.